Hey everyone, it's Gab. I stream on Twitch. You can find all the relevant links down below, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Right, let's go. Round one. It's a solid hand. Should I fetch turn one? Doesn't make a ton of sense to fetch a shockland just to take more damage. Yoviano. What's up? Alright, Yogg. One of the most played decks, if not the most. One of the best decks, if not the best. It's a pretty solid draw. I could cycle, I could save Binding for later. I think getting the Halfling here is just good. Then curring into the One Ring. So what do I need to get? If I get my Black Triome, I'll have Abzan plus blue. That's enough, right? Oh, but I don't have white mana if I do that. Awkward. Sacred Foundry? It's fine, right? Or Basic Plains. I get Basic Plains. Basic Plains might hurt me down the line. Yeah, I should just suck it up and get Foundry now. Your left roll doesn't matter too much in this matchup. And then I get to attack for one. Which might be relevant. Or a Peatland. Oh, that's the other thing I didn't notice. They played Peatland turn one, so I definitely want to Binding that. Might just be mana screwed. Plus they were on the draw, so maybe they kept the one lander. Maybe they kept one lander double halfling and then drew Boseiju. Or maybe they kept one lander triple halfling. Alright, second One Ring was not the greatest draw. That's for sure. Boseiju, pretty bad. Actually, on-tap plan is nice. So I don't get ragged by Bowmaster. Wider Binding. It's also nice. I think I'd rather use Binding on Bowmaster than Solitude. Hopefully they don't have two. That'd be nasty if they had double Bowmaster. You could have like Bowmaster and Court of Calling. Oh no, not if I kill it with a trigger on the stack. I can only court for one. Wow. Pretty heinous draw. Alright, Boseiju in this matchup is actually relevant because of Caudron, so kind of want to hold on to it, but fetching is not great. Caudron doesn't do much for them right now. Yosa, sorry. Tough tournament. Should draw more fetchments, but you never know. Boseiju. Does it hit anything else besides Caudron game one? Change the structure, so you got an extra 1k. How much did you win? Alright, that's good for me. 6? On that payday. So you've averaged 7 matches of Magic Online a day in the past 12 years. That's pretty impressive stat. My opening hand was decent. I haven't drawn too much since. What was it, like Halfling, Ring, Solitude, 4 lands? I did draw... Did I have one bind? I did draw 2 bindings, I guess. Eldritch Evolution, Young Wolf. What are they gonna get? Grist? I feel like if they just get Bowmaster there, I'm just lose. I almost like cycled in response. Okay, give me a free 1/1. Seems loose. I like Pona not playing the best, but I could be wrong. Alright. Wrenn doesn't do a ton. Oh, they mailed dubs too. Alright, here's my beauty. Here's my beaut. Both of them. Maybe Omnath first here, right? Omnath, fetch 5/6 mana. I can end Grist and then cast Nissa. And have Solitude backup. Can even cast a Halfling now. White, blue, red maybe? Sure. Oh no, I can't cast a Halfling. Can cast Halfling, Wrenn, or Nissa. Nissa's better blocker. And it's in play. I started, it was in play. It saves me some mana. I don't need the Wrenn. Oh, I see a white card would be nice here. If they have Yogg, they still do a lot of damage. Oh, looks like they're missing that one crucial piece. Okay, Tef in play. Don't have to worry about any weird stuff. Wrenn in play, why not? Shoot a token. Bolt that young wolf. I'm at 11. Solitude the wolf. Probably just Solitude the other young wolf. This game is obviously over. Hey, Mr. Bunny. And bounce a token. And I'm 1 mana short from finishing up the Wall of Roots, but it doesn't matter. Man, it's crazy. I don't feel like I tanked that much and 8 minutes gone. But I've just got their try-hard pants on, I guess. It is Sunday. Hey, Plumevale, exactly. I'm still considering it, but I don't know. I'll ask maybe some feedback to people who've played it. How I was thinking of what. I guess no, they didn't make me attack. Maybe they just like to play the game till their last draw step. I was actually thinking yesterday about like logistics. what's the best way, like what's the fastest text for like Omnath mana. Um, maybe have like some pieces of some tokens or pieces of cardboard ready with like, the 4 Omnath mana. Obviously the dice of every color for the man, like all that stuff, like how fast, because Magic Online takes a while to. So I was wondering if it's actually like much slower on in paper or not. All right, I don't really have bad cards in this matchup. The question I struggle with is how many of the 4 mana cards do I want? I feel like it's kind of the strengths of this deck, just halfling with these busted 3 and 4 mana cards, and you don't want to cut them too much. But at the same time, like One Ring can be a liability. Draw too many. I think cutting one ring is fine. And I think Bowmaster is so good that you just keep the Fire Ice. And I think Reprieve, I kind of like Reprieve, but it is maybe a little gimmicky. So I like Veil a decent bit in this matchup. Protect from Grist, but it's not amazing. I mean, it's fine. It usually come eventually. Like sometimes the games go long and you still like struggle to get over Grist, even though Nissa helps a lot in this case because you can like play double threats a turn into your Grist and stuff. Isn't blue-white good anymore? Some people do well with it. Some people seem to be doing well. I feel like blue-white's mostly a trap. Timebinder's solid. For the Codron mostly. Veil. Veils for Grist helps a bit against Yogg. Helps against it helps against Bowmaster in some spots too. Maybe I'll do like just one Veil, one Reprieve. I guess let's start keeping track of SV plans versus Yogg. Did I do one ring or one Veil? Which is not a bad sign. I mean, if you're not sideboarding much against the most played deck and your main deck's good against them, that's kind of a nice, it's kind of a feature.
Yellow hat arrived.
But it did bring in Thoughtseize. I'll bye-bye Halfling, probably. Name des Spiels. Thank you so much, Dankeschön. Thanks for the 9 months. My hand looks much worse. I wonder what's the logic for bringing in Thoughtseize in this matchup. Maybe because they think I might have Curse Totem. It could be a reason. Yeah. Land. Alright, so they probably have Bowmaster. So I didn't fetch because I wanted to be able to cycle my Veil of Summer. Try and hit some land drops. So I can do Advent plus Team Vents, but then I don't have Veil mana. I could do Raugrin plus Basic Forest. That gives me Wrenn and Six mana. Or could do just, Breeding Pool thingy. Take 6 damage. That's a lot of damage. I then have removal mana up for the Bowmaster, so it saves me 1 damage. So let's see, 6 damage. Bold Bowmaster, take 113. The Bowmaster is going to matter down the line, and I'm going to have to kill it down the line. I don't need blue that early. I could do Forest Sacred Foundry. Could get punished. I'm just gonna do Breeding Pool and yikes. Oh, I cannot fetch the. So I can get Stomping Ground. Yeah, I'm dumb. That's funny. Let me see. Can get classic. Tempting. Stomping Ground or Steam Vents? No, I can't do that. Please, I don't have Grist. I might have another Bowmaster though. Alright. Wrenn? I'm just gonna use Ending because it's mana efficient. I mean, if they draw Grist, I'm kind of screwed anyways. I'm not sure I have to Solitude here. They're pumping again. That makes it a little more tempting. Oh, I see. I should have like done it before they pump, but whatever. Oh, they drew Grist. It's a beating. Might Solitude that token, honestly, and then bold the insect and hope they don't have a removal for Nissa, and Nissa just helps me rebuild. Oh, they're gonna get Rexage. Gotta be. Maybe no, yeah. Yeah. Not sure what my plan is here. They didn't pump token too, so they have action. Ugh. Hey, this is real bad, but every damage, points of damage matter at this point. What do you think about adding Omnath and Omnath Promised End? Just for the mayor? Blue-white? Could be good, yeah. Omnath not super popular, but alright, I'm just gonna do the fetch land, but no, it's just way too late. Alright, I can even do that. And this is what, unlike what Mengu says and what some people say, I was listening to the Carnies yesterday. Wrenn and Six is a pretty damn good card. It means no worries till the end of your days. It's literally two mana Hakuna Matata.
Yellow what?
Yeah, Rosario. Thanks for the reset, bud. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, it was just dead this turn. Could do 2 Veils. All my cards become better on the play. Could do two Veils if you have Thoughtseize. Was Blue Black Phoenix gas? I don't think so. I think it's a pretty average deck. I feel like every game's so close, so tough. Feels like a lot has to go right, but it's fine. It's a fine deck. My current favorite format, I think Modern right now. Been enjoying playing Omnath and Rhinos. Is Binding just a liability? Feels like you kind of need it. It's just such a great card, but they do have Rex Sage and Might. Might still hits a one ring. Makes their Rex Sage dead. It's probably like not insane to board out all the bindings and just have an extra Veil, an extra Reprieve, Tidebinder, and maybe the last ring. I think Binding's a little too good of a card to do that, but could be interesting. Could be an interesting experiment. Interesting experiment. All right, so it's Raugrin Basic Forest or Indatha Steam Vents. Probably Indatha Steam Vents, so it doesn't matter which fetch I play first. They both get both. Still gonna be able I used to play with Zagostrom at any point with this version, like not in question. They're mulliganing, that's nice. 2 people for the 64 man, as in 2 people missing. Where are they in premiere events? 2 people, chats. Go get them. Also, for those of you just joining, they're running a little promotion to apologize for the downtime the other day. Promo code repair, access to all the cards until Tuesday. So today, tomorrow, all you have to do is go to store, you type repair and promo code here, and you have access to all the constructed cards. You still need to pay your entry fees, but yeah, that's really cool. You know, we're not used to like too many thank yous from Wizards for like when they mess up stuff. I feel not something. You know. What was it for Christmas or for New Year's? The promo code was like 1,000 XP or whatever. I'm not even sure what that's worth. If it's maybe it's not that bad, but don't sound like anything crazy. Let's see. Solitude the Halfling. Keep both Omnaths. Just slow them down. They're already mauled. I like it. Kind of cruising this game. Is it not Daybreak that manages the things now? Yeah, but yeah, I don't know who makes these decisions, I guess. Maybe it's thank you, Daybreak. I mean, you gotta take Teferi here, unless you have another Thoughtseize. Yo, Shuji. Will I play Paper Magic this year? I'm playing my first paper tournament in 2 weeks in Ghent. They took an Omnath. Yeah, I don't know. Feel like they made questionable choices earlier. Didn't matter. Not really, not a ton. Like, this is the kind of stuff I need to figure out, like, to save time to, like, realize, okay, this is literally not a meaningful decision. Because usually, like, extra white is good because you have a lot of 1 white mana spells. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know what their plan is. Help letting me curve out here. How do I mean, I guess I could just floods. That's their out, really. Okay, no, I guess that makes sense. Their plan is like Grist, kill my Omnath, hope I flood. That Triumph was kind of a nice draw. I don't think it makes a ton of sense for me to play Omnath when it does force them to like play a creature and minus it on my Omnath, and I do cantrip. I lose the mana boost. I could start by bouncing the token, see what I draw. That's unfortunate. I think maybe I cycle here. I don't think pinging Grist is good. And then here I just want to get like one of my pop token, bounce Grist, play Omnath. Teferi's not that good. Teferi just bounces artifact creatures or enchantments. Hey, all broken. Well, Teferi's already broken, but any thoughts on Scapeship decks in the current meta like Titan Shift? I have no idea. I'm assuming there's a reason these decks just don't stay in the meta. It's just they're kind of bad decks. Or, you know, tier 2, tier 3 decks. Okay, they're slowly crawling back into the game. Blue, red, white, green. Okay. Just Solitude the token, right? Or is One Ring Halfling better? I think Solitude the token's probably right. Yeah, it's gotta be. Wrenn my one token. That doesn't work, right? They can save it. Exile target card from a graveyard. Put a counter. That'd not be a great play. Euphemism. I think just adding to the board is just good for now. Because like they're gonna have to kill Omnath. There's a Wrenn ultimate, like threatening stuff. Obviously, Wrenn ultimate doesn't do anything right now, but if I ever draw an ending, it's probably game over. Wonder how close they are of doing something crazy. I don't know the Yogg deck very well. I don't know how close they are. I'm pretty far. How's the matchup Rhinos versus Tron? Team of Rhinos versus Tron? I haven't played the matchup a ton. In Barcelona, it was close. I think it was slightly favored for Rhinos in Barcelona, and now you have Tidebinder. I would like. I'm guessing I like the plus the Rhino decks have free Blood Moons, and I would snap pick the Team of Rhino side without having played it recently. Mono Green Tron's not very popular right now. Mono Green Tron has not been in the meta, probably in part because of Tidebinder. You're gonna get a Bowmaster. Hey Kai. What are I gonna kill? A Wrenn? Omnath? Kill Omnath and hope I never draw a spell for Wrenn. Maybe kill Wrenn because Wrenn kills Bowmaster. Yeah, I think you're probably slightly favored. That's what we thought anyways going into the tournament. Omnath. It's fine, I'm gonna draw another one. Well, I only have one left. That'd be quite lucky. Alright, I mean, game looks pretty trivial. They were just like too far behind. Just classic Wrenn and Six. Boom, this dies. I'm getting caught on Grist now, so I need to be a little careful, but not even sure. Just bounce that token probably. Oh no, they can fizzle by adding 1 mana. That's not great. Alright, plus. Oh wait, if I do that first, does it lose the ability or does it gain it forever? Bounce Cauldron. I don't need to do it right now, right? I could wait. Wait and see what happens. Itimus. You want to do it now if they have Boseiju. I mean, if they have to Boseiju my binding, it's kind of whatever, right? So they have to use 2 mana. Maybe you're right, but I don't think it matters. Fire the Dryad seemed fine, yeah. It doesn't matter what I do, this game's just over. They're so far behind. It's not like Yogg does crazy things was out of nowhere. But you're alright, if they have Boseiju here, it's they get to like use it, get a token of Grist. I always lose. Under 5 minutes. Yeah, I need to be a little careful. I've been winning that matchup a decent bit, honestly. I wonder how much is like run goods and how much is just the matchup being good. It used to be decent, but not amazing. I think Nissa is actually like a little difference. Because one of the ways you lose is they just get Grist going and you can never stick things to the board. Like even Omnath struggles to catch you up sometimes if you don't draw the right amount of Solitudes and whatnot. Alright, let's see. Let's draw the cards first. Oh, that's nice. Could just bounce the Cauldron, I guess. Makes things... Alright, I don't want to let them target. Yeah, I was saying the way you lose is Grist kind of snowballs and stuff. Alright, let's nail in the coffin. But Nissa lets you... It lets you start doing stuff a turn earlier. And it lets you sometimes then you start doing like Nissa Omnath and you get to like catch up more easily to Grist. Or you start doing like, it's like a 1 mana cheaper Omnath in some spots and it's kind of what you need. Yo, Behopsy, how's the stream going? Behopsy's gracing us with a stream today, I think. Alright, let's play Nissa. Play a fetch. Get a green mana. And tap down some stuff in the upkeep. Oh. Whoops. I guess we both messed up, no? Like, didn't do it in response to my Wrenn ultimate. And obviously I didn't play it in response to them using it. Oh no. Are they gonna buy enough time? Doesn't look like it, but yo, Mr. Muggles, I have a podcast. Welcome to the chat. If you have any questions about anything or just want to say hi and hang out, you're welcome. We recorded the first step of the year this Friday. I listened to my first episode of the Carnies too. I had never listened to Mango's podcast before. I don't know why. It was, well, I didn't finish it, but it was I did the whole modern part at least. All right, they get themselves a wall of roots. I will not be denied drawing 3 cards. No, 4 cards. Maybe I should have started with the card run. Alright, GG. Did I win the die roll? Is that what decided the match, kind of? Not only, but I did win the die roll. This is probably worth going to see what Mr. Crocodile likes to play. Mr. Crocodile, turn 1 finishes modern. Eldrazi Tron. Mono green Tron. What the hell is Eldrazi Tron? I mean, I know what it is, it's just been a while. Warping Well, Dismember, All Is Dust, Chalice, Map, Tablet, Karn, Silex. I don't have white for ending. I don't have a fetch for Wrenn. But I think I still should keep this hand, probably. I can draw 12 fetches, 4 halflings. That's 16 cards. 2 or 3 sources of white, that's 19 cards. Maybe this is them all. I mean, they don't have a ton of interaction. They have a bit. They have Dismember. That's a tough one. Do you want to see part of the VOD and have me cringe or not? Up to you. Did they go 1-3? They might have swapped, yeah. I don't know if this hand's good or not. Feels a little sketch. Obviously could be unlocked with 1 lucky draw step, but what else do they play? What's their history besides Tron, Tron? Not a ton of modern besides that. But yeah, you're right, they didn't do very well either time. What about in other formats? Ragdosmith, 4-color Ram. Yeah, it could be anything really. I do have Solitude, I do have turn to Wrenn, I have 3 turns. I think I'm just gonna keep. Is it run physically a multi-6? I mean, if you ask Mango, it is. I honestly don't know if this keep is good or not. The fact that I have Solitudes. Also red and pink stuff. If I do draw halfling or fetch, my hand's really, really good. Someone has watched the mocks out because they're playing Murktide. He did look Murktide look pretty good. But didn't feel like his opponents drew very well. And ooh, that's an interesting one. It is white mana. Man, having a cycling land's so nice, but so greedy was my hand to not play it. 10% of the timer just to decide Mull or not. Hey man, if you don't like thinking about decisions, you might be watching the wrong stream. How do I tax your mana? This is gonna die. And then they're gonna go like iteration something. I might be okay with that. Or I could play Wrenn now, make them counter it, and then maybe they don't have a counter for Teferi. Because even if I don't have a fetch yet, Wrenn is all scary. They can catch up with Unholy Heat. I guess I'm just gonna use my mana. They're probably gonna let it resolve just because I don't have a fetch and they can on the Holy Heat down the line. Alright. Not a bad result. Should not have 6. If they dash frag in, I might actually Solitude it. Bottom 2. Merc. Alright. They might have Force or Subtlety. Oh, I drew a second one. It does look like I might not have a land when I don't play fetch lands. Maybe they were just hoping I don't have a third land. Maybe they're like, okay, he needs to have third land and Teferi for me to get punished here. This is obviously ideal. I think there's a small chance they have Subtlety and blue card, but they also have Bolt. And they're like, okay, I was going to let him have it, Bolt the Teferi, replay, Murktide down the line. Maybe try and hardcast. I don't know. I probably don't have it. Hey, all the streaks. Lupo Nekadiva was a 3-stream streak. Biopsy was a 20-stream streak. Macy 7-stream streak. Nice. Love to see it. Viano 15-stream streaks. Had too much behind Rhinos. Sage. Why even draw a fetch land? Alright, I mean, these games are kind of like the easy ones, right? When they don't snowball with their 1-drops. It's not over, but it does feel pretty good. Yeah, open and some blue and Merc died. I'd assume the Needle is that on the Mox. Or what did people think of the Mox? People who watch the whole thing, or most of it, or some of it. We need the sideboard guide for Rhinos. Yeah. Remind me after this round, and we can start working on it. Thought Sauce was robbed. I didn't watch it. When they didn't show the best of games. Ending on their turn. I could. White, green, black, blue. I could go Halfling to Fairy Bounce. That doesn't make a ton of sense. Yeah, it just seems like a good use of my ending. I agree. Constructed was nice. The games were interesting. It was interesting to watch Class Desperate to navigate some of the spots. Even just the one turn against Scam where he just doesn't play turn 1 bubble. He doesn't go Chandler bubble. Not sure I agree with everything he did throughout all the matches, but it's still interesting. Oh, I fetched wrong. Sleep at the wheel, I can't cast Omnath. Nice play by me. Yeah. It's fine. Oh man, I'm gonna get punished for it, but I see it wasn't great. Obviously, it wasn't great. That's the one thing you need to be a little careful with Advent Triome over Zygus Triome is this is like pretty typical. But usually it's not even like you only get punished when you're not paying attention. Yeah, no, Mux is such a sweet event. I like the people who cast too. Good crew of people. I will say I wish Carmen didn't hype as much all the players because I feel like when you do too much of like, oh, they're all amazing, they're all obviously like, great Magic players, and feel like it's she does it a little too much, it's kind of like it's nice to have a little nuance so that you actually like when someone does make like a great play or something that you wouldn't expect, it stands out a bit more. That'd be like my small criticism, maybe. No, you don't even have to say someone. I mean, there are ways. I feel like Corey does a good job at like pointing out. He's like, I would have done. I probably would have done something different. It's okay to disagree with like some of the plays. Just obviously say it nicely. Uh, I guess I just offer a trade, or is that just bad to even give them the option? This is net life, right? If I do it that way, yeah. Getting the fourth one now. Gav is a hater and think he's much better than all people in the mocks. Yeah, exactly. My words exactly. Thank you, Macy, for capturing the essence. Yeah, maybe I'll tell her. I'll send him a PM. I PM'd I PM'd Todd Anderson the other day. He was doing commentary and he was saying, what was he doing? I think he was saying "all right" every time he started speaking. I don't know if anyone remembers or noticed that he would start like every time his co-caster would be done speaking, he would say "all right," like almost he would say "okay" or "all right," like almost 100%. I felt like it was just old things you don't notice, and I sent him a DM, and I don't know. I feel like it's probably like people appreciate that stuff, but you give them some feedback. All right. This tricky matchup. I have 5 cards I can bring in, and nothing I really want to board out. It happens a lot with this deck. Could like maybe do. It's kind of tricky. You don't want to board out too much of your payoff cards because then you're bringing in a bunch of cards to protect your payoff cards, but you have no more payoffs left. But you also need to not die to turn 1 Ragavan. And Reprieve can be good. It's like somewhat versatile. It's somewhat cheap. I don't know how good the endurance are. I'm not sure how good Dispute is. Seems like it should be good, but first premise from Nissa. Yeah, well, that's what everyone says for every matchup who hasn't seen Nissa in action much, but I could see it. Nissa gets the old game against Blood Moon. I mean, they do play a million counters, but you don't always have time. I think one Solitude can definitely go. Maybe one Nissa, one Omnath. Keep all the rings. I still have way too many cards. Maybe Fire Ice can go. I guess maybe that Reprieve's just not worth it. Force Ring. Well, I need to keep some payoffs. And Ring. What I like about Ring is that it dodges Subtlety and Dispute. So if you have Halfling, it's literally something they can't counter. I mean, obviously it's not easy to get Halfling and stuff, but... Alright, would I rather have white-green, white-blue? We're thinking basics. White-blue is usually better. Alright, if I get basic, I can't cast Wrenn. Maybe I should get Temple Garden. And then I can get Plains. Because I just don't have green mana. Like, what if I want to cast a Halfling? Basic Forest lets me cast Wrenn under Blood Moon. It lets me cast Halfling. It lets me cast Nissa. Basic Plains is good for, obvious reasons, ending and a little closer to like casting an ending if I draw one of my other 2 basics. Use Strand first. Yeah, but if I do Temple Garden, then I maybe if I draw Halfling, I can go Halfling, have Dispute Man up. Yeah, I think I need to get Temple Garden. And then alright, I'll get Temple Garden with Flooded Strand. Is it Temple Garden? Is it like Sacred Foundry? Top two. Oh. Well, we might be getting moons. Yeah, fetching wrong can lose you the game.
The genius of Gabriel Nassif.
I mean, the Blood Moon thing just like fetching wrong is. If you don't consider Blood Moon, the thing that happens a lot is like people try to be greedy on and save the life.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
You know, and then get punished down the line because they wanted to save the life early on. And 3 cards left. If they had iteration, I could just chill for a turn here. It is bad against Blood Moon if I play Triome tapped. Getting basic planes here. Just jamming a Teferi. Not bad. I don't mind playing fetch, saying go. Or even fetching right away. Fetching basic planes. And cycling Triome. I don't know. Do they play Tidebinder? I guess I have Dispute for Tidebinder. Do you want to crash into Counterspell? Kind of depends. I don't think so. Not in this spot. I'm gonna cycle that Triome though. I think I kind of have to if I play that way. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. Because also fetching planes is awkward. What if I draw another Wrenn and then I don't have Wrenn plus Disputes? If they had Blood Moon, they would have played it last turn. We don't have to worry about Blood Moon. The classic is like they go counter into iteration. And it feels pretty bad. Making land drops kind of nice with Omnath in hand too. Kind of like saying go. I think a bunch of lines are defensible there. Or mana. Have Blood Moon and Dispute. Mega Subdomain. Green lets me cast Halfling, Boseiju, or 6 cards, 7. White gets me a little closer to ending. Green also lets me cast Wrenn and Six. Maybe green is just better if we get moon. I don't even have the ending in hand. White lets me cast Binding on 4. Maybe that's more important. Maybe playing Teferi would have just won the game here. I have Solitude I can draw too. For 7 green cards, 10 was Wrenn. Whereas white, it's really not that much. Maybe it is green mana. I mean, it's possible they don't have it, right? It's possible they're just fetching because literally they need to fetch before Magus resolves. Like, they should have Fluster Storm against me, so it's only like 1 of 2 disputes or however many disputes they play. Oh, Spell Pierce too. Alright, so Teferi would have gotten Spell Pierce, they would have played Moon. That would have been bad either way. Oh, the good news is I can draw bolts. Alright, let's hope they don't have another creature. Oh, that was their last card in hand, was a counterspell. Oh, that's probably GG. They can cast every card in their deck. I can cast like 2. I guess if Solitude wins, Bolt wins. Damn, in hindsight, white was better. I mean, I did get to cast a Wrenn, but they had the change and they wouldn't did not have a counter for Leyline. Imagine having single planes, yeah. I mean, all my other choice kind of paid off, right? It let me cast Wrenn. Like, I think my decisions were sound, but right here. Should I be playing keeping land in hand? I was playing around Dispute. It's pretty aggressive, bouncing around there. Yeah, I mean, Blood Moon effects are always a headache. There's just no good answer. Maybe I'm supposed to hedge more, have all the Nissa, have the Fire Eye. What's the split? What's the most common split? 1 Blood Moon, 1 Magus, I think, is what's most common for them. I wonder if I'm supposed to Endurance here. The top 2 was this Cry. So it could be a Murktide. Could pitch Omnath. Either way, I kind of have to draw Bolt or white mana. Endurance really helped me. You know, I cooked till morning. I was like 2 hours and a half in the kitchen cooking. Did you put Murktide on top? Is that Endurance and Omnath ever gonna matter? I don't think they would put Murktide on top. They would just load up on counters, probably. Big Plane's different. I mean, the whole game plays out differently, right? I think my play was good, but I could be wrong. Alright, I don't know if this is good or not. You could have a Murktide on top. Good to know that Endurance just kind of being bad for me this game. Like, it's literally a card I brought in over Solitude or over Fire Ice. I actually thought about it, like, does the whole, like, fetching around Blood Moon and Endurance kind of awkward, because Endurance is doubled green and you can't cast it up Halfling. But then you don't really, you kind of want to fetch basics, so it's just coming up. Actually coming up. Turn too late, B. Turn too late. Bring Boom Bust, at least it's a card I can cast. Could do the Chalice deck. We didn't even see a Shredder at all. Endurance seems good. I literally lost the game because my Endurance was not a Ring or not a Solitude. Were you watching? I mean, I agree in theory. Durance is good against Murktide, but you really need it. Oh man, chat is so tilting. I'm just gonna close chat. It's just too frustrating. I don't mind backseat, but also when I'll let you explain something and when I'm doing something and then someone suggests the other way around without just it's can be run me all the wrong way. Do I want to try the Chalice? We didn't see Shred. I mean, everyone plays Shredder, right? Veil is extremely good against them. Veil and Chalice both extremely good. Alright, let's do this. It feels kind of random, honestly. Not random, but I wish I had a better idea of what to do. It is kind of nice. If, like, I'm not bringing Endurance in this matchup, then I can just cut them from my sideboards. Because you don't really need them against Living End. And no one really plays Dredge. I don't like Endurance against Yogg. No, it's atrocious against Yogg. That close chat I did, I reopened it. Like here, maybe I win if this is a Chalice. And they don't have Spell Pierce, and they don't have Ragavan. Wait, what? Oh, I removed my end, not their end step. I need to try to Chalice plan more. Especially on the play. Yeah, I need to. I wonder how Night Owl tends sideboards. He has 4 chests in his sideboard. I wonder if he brings them in this matchup. I'm not sure this game favors me because of the iterations for the most part. Don't want to fetch. Probably want to fetch at least the blue source here. A blue red. Oh, I don't. I guess Wrenn would be a nice draw. Could try and jam a ring here. Ring plus dispute. Is that enough? Yeah, clock is lower, right? Maybe Omnath plus dispute. The top 2 was preordained. Guess I'll wait. Have a million cards in hand. Ring. I don't know. They could have counter plus spell pierce. Why, they don't have a land? So greedy for them not to have a land there. There it is. There it freaking is. That's the game-winning veil. Lucanas, you need to chill, my friend. You need to start spamming chat.
Patience from Zoe, waiting in the wing. Navi's about to be caught. Oh, there's the sleep, the surge. He catches everyone. Oh, this could be a total disaster. Vacuum in. Ravage got everyone. The black hole as well. Light of heaven turns it around. Ravage as well. Stop.
Alright, well, if you had jammed Ring right away, you probably would have been right. Wait, they're dashing Ravian into the One Ring. That's interesting. They only had Force. They didn't have counter plus Spell Pierce. So maybe I just cost myself massive equity. But I don't know. It felt kind of right. It was bad. I mean, they did have counter Spell Pierce last turn. Makes sense they don't have it this turn, but... Oops. Should have gotten back cycling lands. I'm gonna draw more fetch was my One Ring. I'm not gonna draw more cycling lands. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to jam the One Ring with Dispute as soon as I can. And then if they have counter Spell Pierce into something good, I'm still have Omnath. Maybe I can still like redraw. I felt kind of okay saying go was my hand, my ending in hand. Let's play another ring. So we don't die to our own ring. What am I at? 10? And I have one card in hand. I have the right fetch to get. Oh, call me countered. Maybe it was halfling. Oops, I know. Your hand was one land away from ring dispute for Pierce 2 if they tap low. Yeah, I mean, it was like close, right? It's like not impossible for them to just have like counter plus Pierce when they haven't been playing creatures, they have 6-7 cards in hand. Or just counter and dispute too, right? Because what was my hand? It was ring dispute. Right, I'm on the play, smart. My hand's great, also smart. I'm gonna keep. It's John Saga. Just get basic forest or make a ton of sense to get basic right away. Okay, if this dies, or if they take my Teferi, I get to play that tapped. Forest, Triome, events. I could get punished for it. And getting dual now means I don't have to get dual later, potentially. Maybe I should get like Breeding Pool or even Stomping Ground. What makes more sense? Breeding Pool or Stomping Ground? Or is it the same? Alright, 4 Ragavan, 4 Bowmaster, 4 Tarmogoyf, 4 Wrenn, 2 Push, 2 Inquisition, 4 Thoughtseize, 3 Heat, 1 Terminate. Bye-bye Teferi, or bye-bye the One Ring. Can they one-shot at Teferi? They have Unholy Heat, but besides that, probably not. They took the One Ring. How does it work? I think you want to do it like this. It's the optimal way. Double black, Bowmaster. Ping Shamas. Good plus and say go. Seems reasonable. And I want to play that Triome. All greedy not to. Does curve out nicely, keeps protecting my Tef. You know, there's trivia out there if you, that's what you want to do. I'm sure there's a lot of good trivia websites on the internet. Alright, I couldn't even really cycle because of Bowmaster, though. I need to draw something good, and I need it now. Alright, let's get rid of Bowmaster. Let's bounce Saga, maybe? Bounce a token or bounce Saga? Alright, bounce Saga. That's not the worst. Now I could Wrenn plus. Wrenn plus, bold the token, save Solitude. Kind of bad against Thoughtseize exactly. Or I could just Solitude the Shaman. Save Bolt for later. N minus N Bolt. I think Wrenn minus is bad. Getting Solitude in play is kind of nice. They're at 12. And my Wrenn is not like super important if I lose it. I need discard spells would have 4 Thoughtseize, 2 Inquisition. Solitude now kind of bad against Goyf, yeah, I agree. Also, if I Wrenn, I need to like bolt myself. Just not the end of the world, but let's do Wrenn. I don't think I should ping that army token. I think the fetch lands do matter. Like if they spend a removal killing my halfling, I think I'm fine with that. And this is a tiny bit better against Inquisition, even though it might not even bother casting an Inquisition at this point. Can use halfling to Wrenn. Yeah, but I want the blocker for my army token. I think protecting even one loyalty is worth it here. Okay. Yo,
Let's
Yale
go,
Stewart. Let's go. Thanks for the support, Yale. Hope you keep enjoying the stream. Hope you're doing good. And a happy new year too to you and everyone else I haven't seen yet. Alright, looks like their draw is a bit of a clunker there. And now Nissa should just win me the game. So I should start floating some Omnath mana. Green, white, blue, red. Untapped in case I draw it Omnath. Not Nissa, not the end of the world. Back up Nissa. Still want to get a fetch land. Like, this is the spot people are like, oh, you have free Nissa, you hit a second one, but am I really ever losing this game if like they have to kill the first Nissa? I mean, I guess I could see losing getting out template if I hit like the exactly the two Nissa back to back, and then they like kind of go wide, but it would be so good to have Modern and Arena. Well, baby steps, I guess. Pioneer first. I don't know what they said about Modern. They said they would never be on Arena, or just maybe way down the line. I mean, they can do it for Pioneer, they can do it for Modern, right? Why don't they let Daybreak deal with Arena? They're doing a pretty good job with Magic Online. Alright, looks like maybe they're flooding. Are they flooding? They missed a land drop now. Alright, not sure this is optimal. Have Teferi in play, this is just pretty loose, honestly, but... don't want to ping the token now, does that token matter? Sure. I'm gonna keep like a bunch of blockers though. Spectator mode is the next big thing on Arena. They haven't announced that, right? That's something they're not doing really. It would be nice. Lupus says, I'm so addicted to Timeless now that I was going to tell you, hey, beware of Deathfight Shaman. Are you playing the 1K today? What time does that start? Is it already started? Imagine how much it would cost craft modern wildcards. Yeah, I guess. Needle. And then one card starts at 10 CST. CST? So like in 3 hours? Who the hell uses CST? 2 hours. I guess if it's your time zone, you use CST, but... What's the name? Wrenn? Classic Hyper. Any Hyper fans in chat? That's a good turn, yeah. I mean, they kind of stumbled. I think that Jund Saga deck does that a bit, where maybe not the most powerful thing ever. Alright, sideboard, they can bring in Mites. That's pretty reactive, but it's not the worst. They can bring in Bone Crusher. Seems decent against my Halfling deck. calls. Yeah, nothing too special. What do I want? Force of Vigor. F4 Fable and Saga could be okay. Boseiju could be okay. Veil could be okay. Tidebinder could be okay. Endurance could be okay. What is not good in my deck? Reprieve is mid. Could see trimming Reprieve to Teferi. Copy of the One Ring. Endurance. It's okay. Helps a bit against Wrenn. Helps against a bit against Unholy Heat. Trim some of that stuff because it can be too little too late against Bowmaster. I wonder if Force of Vigor is worth it. It could overrun me. It was a Saga draw. It seems all narrow though. Well, you do have Pithing Needle, which is a huge pain. Aegis Boseiju. Yeah, Veil should be good at some point. I think Tidebinder is also pretty solid. Counters like everything in their deck. Yeah, Force of Vigor kills Fatal and Saga. I don't think that's enough. And in Endurance, I don't have to worry about Blood Moon in this matchup, so it's actually kind of castable. I don't know. Just a little underwhelmed by Endurance. Second Boseiju could be good too. What a weird hand. Can I ever set up these veils? Feels like maybe a little more of a luxury in this matchup than it does against thingy. Maybe 2 on the draw is too much because they get thoughts easy on 1. You don't even really need them, and they can be kind of awkward and reactive, whereas if you just draw a lot of just Fred's proactive cards, you're just fine. Kind of have to block. I think the token's all too good. Can deal with the rest later, hopefully. Saga can get Haywire Might, so my ring's not gonna be very, very good. What could these veils have been? Could have been Teferi, Reprieve, Boseiju, another One Ring. But I might just get Needle. Needle's all riskier, but... That's bad for me. That probably means I have Bowmaster. Maybe I just Teferi bounce Saga first. What do I get here? Just plains. Alright, to get to shoot the newly found Teferi. Need a verdict. Yeah, I don't know. Their draw was kind of like kind of good. Nissa could bail me out though, if they don't have a removal spell. Verdict instead of Endurance in the sideboard next time. I don't know if you're trolling or not. I think this matchup's just fine. Just, you know, down to play, they have a good curve. I like the awkward Veil draw. I'm sure Veil would have been better at like any other card really this game. Like maybe Tef. Not sure Nissa's shoulders are wide enough here. Oh wow, I don't have Alright, I already have planes in play. How do I even get out of this mess? I need a Solitude, so I need to hit Solitude here. Solitude the Bowmaster. They have Reflection too. Wrong one. I need to draw Solitudes. Bolt. Bolt would have been good if I floated differently. I'm probably just dead on boards. I've got to be dead on boards. I retract. What's up? I can just Shadow Spear. Chomp 6/9 Mountain One Ring. Yeah. Let's say they have no spells. Maybe I just can do without the awkward reactive cards, just removal and my good cards. I also don't want to like lose to the double Bowmaster draw where I don't draw enough removal and I'm locked with all my rings in hand and stuff. So a card like Endurance seems kind of nice. Does a bit of everything, just not a bad body. Resolves a time better on the play. Yeah, Veil also better. All my cards are better on the play. Veil's better on the play. Reprieve's better on the play. I mean, Teferi's better on the play. I think I like Teferi. It's versatile. It's a good punish of turn 1 halfling if they can't kill the halfling. Thing is, if you say go with Steinbinder and they don't do anything, sure, I mean, you get Flash of Freedom into play, but that's not that exciting. The first Veil's gotta be good. Could do like this, like not too many weird cards. Not too many situational cards. Just the good stuff. One Veil so we can never draw two. This hand's just fine. It's a little awkward, but Halfling trades with Ragavan, 2-mana Binding, and if I draw some lands, my Nissas will pop off. 4 cards left. Until the end of your next turn. The end of your next turn. Solitude. You get a treasure. You get to Thoughtseize me right away. I have 2 Nissa. What are they going to take? One of the Nissa. One of the bindings. You get that Thoughtseize anyways, right? Next turn. I just let them have it. Gambling and trading. I think that's atrocious. I mean, I can play a slightly slower game and still maybe take over. Easy. Not casting anything. Can I get the right... What am I missing? Oh, I need Hallowed Fountain, right? Unfortunate. Alright. I guess it doesn't matter what I get. I don't have Endurance in my deck, right? Just get Raugrin or Steam Vents. And we're gonna get to the point where I'm like cycling fetch lands and stuff. Or cycling a Triome, maybe. I already have double white. I don't know that I need more. Maybe I should just get Steam Vents and want to cycle. Alright, I was a little lucky. Did play to my outs though, I feel. I'm not too poorly set up for the rest of the game. Obviously pretty nice. One, two, three, 4, 5. Might want green, white, blue, red. If we keep the fetch up, we can bind on their turn. Yeah, but getting the value is obviously just infinitely better. Wait, that was really bad, actually. I can't hardcast my Solitude. Yikes. Fine. Surely I'm not gonna get punished for such a greedy play. That was kind of bad. Alright. What disenchants did it play? It could have Boseiju. Boseiju triggers my Nissa though. I can just cast a Solitude. That's what it's Boseiju, Haywire Might. I don't think they're gonna have Force of Vigor against me. They can make a 1/1. The Boseiju, I let you get 5 mana on tap land plus the 1 mana from Nissa. Yeah, attacking with that Nissa last turn and then having to trade my Halfling and not having Solitude. Oh, I could even have just blocked with Solitude, honestly. Now to get Might, probably. They get back there. Goy. Not the end of the world. They have so many crappy top decks now, and all my top decks are just amazing. It's like Besides non-fetch lands, I have very few bad draws. They have a lot of bad draws. And they're at 4. Side note. Well, Legacy deck Recon is fun to play. Ooh. Armo, what's your usual style of play? There's a bit of awkwardness. We have to just take a turn off here. Let's not do much. Either cast an Omnath or cast a Solitude. Just cast a Solitude on one of the constructs. Yeah, that whole halfling Nissa thing kind of didn't really work out for me. I could have attacked and then pitched some Solitudes, I guess. That seems pretty aggro though. How big is Goy? 5/6? 5/6 and there's no instance? Creature enchantment, artifact. I can't even triple block if they have a removal spell. I can like chump with halfling. Wish you could afford to play this on that deck. Well, you can on Magic Online for a few days. For those of you who don't know, they're doing since the servers were down for almost a day, they're doing promo code repair. You're just going to store, type promo code repair here, and you get access to all the cards for constructed for the next few days. Very cool stuff from Daybreak. Yeah, I'm assuming most people know by now, but probably not everyone. Finally, Hyper. Gracing us with your presence. Lord Hyper himself. Can I kill them this turn? Teferi, Bounce Goyf. Bolt Shaman. Attack with everyone. They do have to chum block. Is that better than casting a Solitude? Does it matter? If I hard cast Solitude on Goyf, I still get to attack with everyone. Yeah, I like the velocity. The velocity of this line. Any velocity chats? Any velocity fans in chat? Could try and just not use my lightning bolt and see if they saving the bolt is nicer. Forcing the chump's kind of nice. If we draw a white card, yeah, if we drew a white card, they were dead. They do occasional all-access events on Arena. At least they used to. Oh, really? Isn't it for, like, specific events, though? Or do you have access to all the cards to do anything you want? Well, definitely needed a little luck there. And I'll probably mulligan the sand. Jack, 9, 8. Modern, Living End, Murktide Regent, but a lot of Murktide before that. Hand's kind of one fetch away from being great. I probably have 2 turns to draw on. Want to be generous, I can give myself 19 outs twice, if you count regular green source. Non-fetch. Better. Kind of interesting spot. I don't hate keeping both friends in case they have a counter or the first one dies, or I have to kill a Ragavan, and I could just ditch Omnath. think I'm gonna do that. Just to prove a point, just to prove Mango a point. Just no need to fetch weird, just... Oh, I can't. I should have played off on my... I guess I could still get Sacred Foundry and be okay. No, that was bad. Alright, I messed up. Did the wrong fetch on turn 1 somehow. Do I want to play Forest here ever? I'll just say Forest for later. Let's just get green, blue, or green white. Subtlety. I don't hate top. I don't hate bottom. What they pitch? What blue cards? Murktide. Top, play it, it gets countered or something. Play that tab, then might still need it for later. Or I play the second one, it gets countered maybe. And then still have Nissa and a bunch of draw steps. I can pop off. What a tough choice. I'll do top. Oh, they might dash Fragment to get rid of it. Didn't think about that. I have Spell Pierce. Or maybe they're just doubling down on threats, so I have to pick. I think that's how off last time against Merc, just them having it all. These multiple creatures, multiple free and cheaps, that's like obviously their best draws. I think I'm still okay as long as they don't hit relevant cards of Ragavan. And could have an iteration here, obviously that'd be pretty good for them. They got a fetch, would have been a decent draw, but can't complain about that really. They're playing Auto Aura, so they have 2 spells in hand. Which is unfortunate for me. They have 3 card types. Killing Ragavan does not give them Delirium. We know they have 2 spells, not Subtlety, not any of their counters. Could be exactly Stern Scolding. Could have another Ragavan. Can bring back... Oh, Unholy Heat, right? Probably Unholy Heat. Just Unholy Heat or Bolt. I might just be taking a draw step, see if maybe they get lucky with an iteration first rather than just doing it on my turn. That would make sense. Good old lands? No, they played Auto Aura last turn, that's the problem. So they can't have lands. What do they have? It's like exactly Stern Scolding and something else? There's like no cards that make sense. Yeah, I'm just super confused. Extremely confused. Maybe they just don't give a shit about Wrenn. But I'm stuck on lands? Okay, I mean, maybe. I guess anything's possible. I think this out here makes sense. I I have one card left. If I fetch Forest, I can't play Omnath next turn. But if I shock, I'm just dead to a lightning bolt. I get Forest. Can cast Omnath off Halfling, obviously. Are you giving yourself shoutouts, Behopsy? Is that what's going on right now? No? Okay. Alright, looks like they got kind of unlucky again. Just not drawing an iteration. Watching me is like watching Gab, except I'm not good at Magic, I'm not French, and I'm not that entertaining. Well, if it makes you feel better when I started streaming, I don't think I was especially entertaining either. Me, Wrenn. Well, I guess that makes it easy. Just protect the Wrenn and hope they don't hit something obscene. That is not something obscene. Maybe it was Murktide they were sandbagging the whole time. Wait, they have a card left in hand? Oh, it's Ragavan. Alright, now we kind of just win, right? Good binding that thing. Do I care about my planeswalkers? Okay, so that makes sense. Their hand was Murktide and Counterspell, and they couldn't do both, maybe? That was what was going on. And then they decided not to counter maybe it was Counterspell and Rag? I forget now. Wait, what's going on? Do you think it's against turn rolls to use 1-800-GAB during the timeless open a dice for advice? Trying to get me into trouble, I see. Do enjoy getting into trouble. See if we can make our lives easy here and just hit a Solitude. This Solitude like a boss can. Can and will. It's stacking was Halfling was loose. We know their last card's Ragavan. Hey, Daniela. Daniela shit talk. You see, I was watching the VOD of the mocks, and apparently Macklin Sauce put as like his hobby or whatever. He likes to troll me. Apparently, that's one of his things. Me when my opponents don't scoop in that spot is like, I see my reputation precedes me. Oh, they were literally dead on board. All I had to do was minus friend and attack. Whoops. We had lethal, but that was way more fun, wasn't it? Wasn't it entertaining? Are you not entertained? All right, so what's my sideboard plan in this matchup? What did we say? versus Merc. +2 Veil, +1 Dispute, minus Reprieve, Omnath, Solitude. Wait, Flusterstorm? That's sneaking. Endurance, no. No, so... Endurance awkward against Blood Moon. It's awkward on the mana, it's awkward against Blood Moon. Maybe it's crazy not to bring in Endurance, but... It's not a white card for Solitude. But maybe I should keep trying. Maybe there's something else that's worse. I could feel like Teferi One Ring coming out. I could try this. It's nice to have a Fred that's not easy to counter for them. Let's try this. Is tournament starting now? Not the worst hand. Moon hand, yeah. Yeah, it could be. Might still have to get Raugrin Triome so that my binding's a little cheap. Or Absent Triome even. Well, no, we definitely need to get Absent Triome. Not that far off was Forest, I guess. Do I have to? Could just get Forest now. Right? Forest or Absent Triome? Absent Triome's nice if I draw another green fetch. I mean, if I'm gonna get Forest, I should just not fetch. Yeah, I should fetch in their upkeep. I agree. Tidebinder is just GG. They usually don't play it though. It's kind of an interesting spot. Probably should just jam, right? I'd have to force aggressively. Can mean they have Blood Moon. That'd be nice for me. Yeah, has good resolve getting a force out of it. They targeted themselves and they did not fetch. Okay. Alright, this gives me binding plus veil. As long as they don't draw too many iterations. I have the instant speed removal, so I don't think I need to cycle that veil, just hard cast. Okay, that's kind of nice for my ending. They have 5 cards. Slightly gonna get Subtlety or Daiton on Holy Heat. Give them 1 hit of Ragavan. What's the worst that could happen? Seems good to cash it in. Seems good to cash it in. This Subtlety, I could put it on top. And then I know they don't have a... Yeah, it's kind of nice to play, right? There's no way, right? They don't have like green fetch land or blue or red, the treasure. It's kind of nice to play and make them use that spell pierce while they don't have hard cast mana for subtlety. Let's see if they have the breeding pool technology. The GG breeding pool. They're getting low on resources. So really, iteration is what I'm worried about. It's multiple Murktides. They topped one in the SIDEBOARD. Alright, let's chill. Get rid of Ragavan. We're up a card, up a land. Probably have better late game. Our hand's pretty versatile, pretty robust. Just like Merc coming my way. That might be just a game-winning sequence for me. Just binding plus Veil. Untap. One ring. Jover. Yeah. Still good Veil every time. I mean, sometimes, like, once in a while you die Wisdom in hand, but it does get to a point where usually there's a spot you can use it. Solitude for good measure is nice. They said GG, I guess. Lol. I just said lol. That's a good turn for me. Good little 1-2-3 punch. Okay, they had the Force. Force counterspell. Alright, I'm gonna play Triome in case they have another Murktide. I didn't have exactly Merc plus Stern Scalding. Okay. Maybe not. What did it pitch to Force last time? Yeah, opponent. What did he do? Subtlety, Force, and what was it? 2 subtleties and a Force? Yeah, I mean they're stuck on free lands. Didn't you see that one game? That one game in the Mox where Gracias per Tanto like just stayed on free lands the entire game against Scam. Like Scam brought back Crocsat twice or something. But it just didn't matter because Gracias per Tanto was just on free land the entire game. Yeah, I mean, his last card in hand is Stern Scalding. I just lose. Do I Veil here? Is that the line? Veil and just to cantrip. This way if he has Stern Scalding, I get a couple draw steps. You wanted me to pitch Endurance just in case they had a Murktide when I have Solitude in hand? Yeah, that's some next level chatting. Alright, buds. I recommend not playing your games of Magic like that. It's not gonna work out for you in the long run. Yeah, I think my hand's good enough that I can hedge here. I should hedge and draw. Give me a few more outs. So 1 ring's guaranteed to resolve, but I can let them untap. Oh, it's not guaranteed to resolve. They could have Spell Pierce. I guess I just do Solitude, and then I still have the 1 ring to bail me out. I guess I had Endurance to Chum Block too. Land a ring, pop off next turn. Not sure. Not sure what was better. You have no spells in the yards. Just take my free win. They don't have it. That's actually bad. I should have just Endurance. They only have 1, so it's only a 4 for Merc. It doesn't matter. But yeah, Endurance first was better, I think. Yeah, I mean, that endurance kind of rotted in my hand again. Maybe it was a fluke, but... Could have maybe lost this game because endurance was just like not any of like Reprieve, Solitude. Literally every card, every other card. Just didn't have double green. I see. I guess that Veil was GG. Alright, let's plonk Kharkiv. Alright. Alright, chat. I guess we'll finish later. Let's see what Cancer's been up to. Cancer 5566 MTGO. Modern League, Rhinos, and before that Ragdos Mid. The Modern League's super old. I was gonna say I feel like I haven't seen them around in a while, and their last result is like 4 months ago. So probably Rhinos or Scam. Watching Gap play Magic and watching Braveheart the movie almost the same. Why is that? Should we try and clutch the last round of GeoGuessr? Nah. Let's chill. No rush. Is there a downside to playing Halfling on 1? It's bad if they have a removal for it, like that turn 1. They mulligan to 5. Maybe mulligan to 5 means you want to be even more conservative and play Triome. I think it's fine. Plus, yeah. Looks like Rhinos, according to previous history. Dead gone. Alright, let's just take our free win. And then you can just plus, so it doesn't die to Fire Ice. My hand doesn't do much. Like, they mulligan to 5. Maybe they had like 2 more cards in hand. Alright, so the plan against Rhino. Veil, Fluster, Reprieve, Dispute, Tidebinder, Chalice, and then mostly just board out all the 1-mana removal spells. That's one way of doing it. Oh, I got the visual bug. But if I cut a Solitude, it's not gonna let me submit, right? Yeah, because now I'm down to 59. I think this ending is out. It's just visual bugged. So like this, funny enough, like Endurance might be hooking in this matchup. No, Binding could be okay. I think I'd rather have all my good cards though. We're playing against Rhinos. Solitude seems worse than Binding. I mean, you need hits of Nissa. I have nothing to stop the first Rhino, but I'm not sure how aggressively I can afford to mulligan. I do have a hand that can potentially catch up. And my hand's great if I do draw like a Chalice, a Fluster Storm, a Halfling. I'm just gonna keep. My theory is that they can play a grindy game with Binder and Flame and all their counters and interactions, so you don't really want to go nuts even if you don't have it all, but maybe I overestimate Rhino's ability to win drawn out fair games. Oh. Playing that turn 1 was bad if they have ice. Don't lose, probably. Don't have ice. Drawing back-to-back land obviously really sucks. Four cards left. Yeah, binding would have been kind of nice here. Better than Solitude. Yep. Just gotta hope they have the wrong interaction, or should I wait a turn? If I say go, I die to Outburst. I play Ring, I lose to Dispute and Force. What else? I'll just play the Ring. Could just draw another one next turn. I gotta wait? No, I think I should play it. There's Tidebinder too. I mean, there's too many cards. I don't want to give them Outburst plus a draw step. Plus I didn't play Temple Garden. It's kind of bad to say go and not and play Island over Temple Garden. Alright, on the play my fours become better. Could trim some Solitude, just keep a couple. And do 2 bindings. Let's give a better hand. Yeah. Maybe I should try mulligan more aggressively. I feel like I always lose these games when I keep these hands, but also mulliganing against someone who has infinite interaction is rough. What do I get here? Breeding Pool, Temple Garden. Breeding Pool because I have Fire Ice. This hand, yeah. Could have tried to go like Triome into Ice. Fortunate. So that makes more sense. Just say go Ice and then start casting Teferi. If I go Teferi, they counter it, untap Chalice, I'm super far behind. If I go Ice, untap Teferi, I think it's good for me that we both have more land drops. I think like delaying the whole like unraveling of spells is good for me. You guys like the Ice play too? Could backfire a tiny bit if like didn't Ice my Triome. Good Nice blue, but they can suspend and have blue mana up maybe. I think Icing blue is probably good. Alright. Blue, green, red, white. That's Omnath mana, that's good. Don't want to play Omnath. I think I want to save the One Ring. Just Teferi. Well, they haven't disputed yet, so that's good for me. Commandeer, that is not good for me. Tidebinder, Agent. Does Veil work against Commandeer? Probably doesn't, right? Yeah, backfired a bit. Not the end of the world, like a Teferi against me. Depends how they draw, what they draw. Okay, so that Force, Dispute, Tidebinder. Teferi's kind of bad against Outburst. Not terrible, though. If they have Tidebinder, I gotta make them use it. It's not the end of the world. They pitch Chalice, Tidebinder. I kind of like Omnath because it's cheap. Nissa Teferi's a line too. Maybe Nissa is the play. How do they kill a Nissa? Dead Gone Fire Ice. They could have like one Dismember. Nissa, while I have my fetch land, is nice. Flame? But I still get to Teferi. Yeah, I think Nissa's good actually. It's always Nissa. Then did it counter it? Do I just hold the fetch, maybe? Just white. There's a small chance I wanna... Do I want to Omnath if I get the second trigger? Does it matter? White, red. I can get... I don't want second white. White, red. Let's see first if they let me. They could have flame. It's better on the mana too. I have infinite green. I want second white. It could matter, right? I could draw like on an Eva Teferi in play. Omnath better than Teferi if they're on Outburst. Is it though? Omnath just gets bounced. And I take a lot of damage. Maybe it is just Teferi. Blood Moon? You think they brought in Blood Moon? Yeah, I could have Blood Moon. I mean, I'll lose to Blood Moon even with one basic. All right, let's just do Tef. Guess that's the other upside. Fight Solitude, I can kill both Rhinos. Okay, that Force of Negation. Alright, all my options are awful against Subtlety. And they've already played a Force. They most likely don't have a Dispute. One Ring's pretty nice if they have Outburst. Commandeer. Second Commandeer. GG. Alright. That's nice. Just flooding. The Maniacs play 2. Yeah, Venom played 2. Been playing 2. He won a challenge again yesterday. Alright. Let's draw first. Let's play a Chalice. Yeah, no fetch, but I think it's fine. Outburst in response. Rhino, what a surprise. We're on to 2 cards. Just Nissa, right? Nissa Tef, easy. straightforward play, I think. Or Nissa Omnath. Nissa Tef. Could draw Halfling. Wait, what did I do? Definitely the play right. Either saves Teferi, protects my life total. Alright, looks like we're back. They stumbled a bit. They didn't have it all perfect, so that's nice. They might not even have anything, might just be desperate move. I don't have basic forest. And I have Nissa. That is all scary. I have forest, mountain, +1. Can't cast anything, right? Just Chalice for 0. Just float blue. I have Teferi in play. So. You have that flame, I lose. Flame my Nissa, flame my Chalice, kill my Teferi. Just GG. They probably do, right? I mean, could I have fetched better? I think I got greedy on the fetches, right?
Not like this.
I got tried
Not
with
like
some
this.
2 damage. I should have Chalice on 1. Alright, well, that's a bit better than Flame at least. Wrenn doesn't do much for me. Yeah, I probably fetched wrong at some point, right? They baited me was not fetching any basics. And then I kind of forgot. Dude, I hate these comments when someone says, man, we wish we had fetched for basics. You really need to rub it in. You think I don't know? Yeah, I kind of let my guard down. I'll let my guard down for sure. Could have drawn a Solitude here. So that's 2 down to 7. I take 4 down to 3. I have 1 ring. I have 1 ring I can draw. Double Wrenn ping, yeah. I have a lot of outs. They're kind of flooding. Alright, 5 draws. Solitude's good. Alright, I have time, so let's map out the turn. Solitude, pitch Omnath. Because I have Nissa too. So I want to make sure for some reason. What can they have? 1 card. I'm going to unlock their mana. But I'm going to have a lot of mana too. I need to get rid of my ring. I can Tidebiter my own ring. I can bounce my ring. I can Tidebiter my ring. I can just gain life with Omnath. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can't cast double Omnath. So I think it's pretty straightforward, right? It's just pitch Omnath, Solitude. Tef first. That first makes sense to me. So worst they can have is subtlety. Oh, you know what? I have awkward mana. I don't have Tef plus Omnath, I think. I guess I can fetch. I have to. So it'd be Tef. And if they have subtlety, I can fetch Omnath and then I can Time Biter in my own ring. Mutable, what about it? Be careful. Alright, I mean, I don't know, I'm just... Let's play Teferi. Let's see what happens. Oh, that was easy. Mutable is lethal? Nissa first? What Nissa now? I think we're chilling, right? Just Omnath fetch. Bounce my One Ring. Do I care about casting a bunch of stuff now? I have Teferi in play. Just say go. Yeah, second Chalice is gonna get countered by the first one. They can't win anyways. Probably not. So what was good this game? Where's my Wrenn and Six? Maya Dominaria. Ragdoll Scam, latest. And then before that a 4-5-0 was Coffers. Could be Scam, could be Coffers. Not the worst. Not the best. Here's my Wrenn and Six. Yeah. What would you play instead of Nissa? You only got one in paper. You're screwed, you can't win. Don't even bother. Alright, I want to get Absent Triome. Absent Triome into Steam Vents. Just get rid of Temple Garden. I would play, if I didn't have Nissa, I would play the Force Omnath, if you have it. And I would play an extra cheap interaction spell. I think I would play... You could play Tidebinder, or Reprieve, or Second Bolt, or Second Fire Ice. And if you play one of these two cards, then you have an extra sideboard slot. You could play a Fable, you could play an Elish Norn. There's like a lot of cards you could play. Well, at least they're not scamming too much. They're just getting one card. They play Takenuma turn 1, which probably means their hand is crap. I'm gonna draw Binding. I always draw Binding here. It's like so obvious I'm gonna draw Binding. Like, what else would I even draw? Should probably not cast it, right? They're just gonna one-shot it. Just save it to get it back a Trump. Save to get back a Trump. Save the life total. Save to kill a Wrenn. I can't believe I didn't draw Binding. What is actually going on? Does luck abandon me? Green, white, black, blue. They shock for they're repping another not dead after all, just playing around lightning bolts, maybe. They could just have lightning bolt of their own or push. Grief using Thoughtseize. Oh, they have another not dead after all. Alright, we need all help. We're down to 1 card. I have like a million good draws. Verdict, yeah. Every game I've lost, I've needed a verdict. Maybe verdict's just clutch. Well, hello there, Mr. One Ring. Was that good, chaps? 1 ring plus binding. Okay, 1 verdict. I used to play Sunfall when Bean was legal, and it was pretty good for me. But maybe it was that Bean's verdict is more reasonable. Are they trying to cast Thoughtseize again? They only have... No. What is it? Stomp? Oh, wow. They have the Stomp technology. Alright, I need Omnath plus fetch land or something. Another 1 ring, I guess. There's a fetch land. And I can't cast Omnath. Classic Triome. Classic Zagoth Triome. Nissa. Alright, they got me. Wow, that was insane. That was actually insane. Alright, let's do Veil. Let's trim a Solitude on the play. Why did it not stomp a Grief? I want to say who cares. Maybe cutting Solitude's not reasonable. A lot of games you lose is like just Bowmaster too, not having enough removal. I got unlucky on every single turn. I mean, I don't know. I almost drew out of it. You like cutting Reprieve? Or, I think trimming Omnath for 1 ring is fine. One Reprieve, 1 ring for 2 Veils. Alright, let's do that for now. On the play, plus 2 Veil, -1 ring, -1 Reprieve. What do you think about Ban plus Grixis Triome? I'd have to think about it. The reason for these two is that you have a lot of white spells in your deck and double white, so... Also, you only have 1 source of black, and it's nice that it's green too, because you can fetch it and play a halfling sometimes. You play turn 1 fetch, you don't have halfling yet, but you want to fetch like green source. And you want to fetch your 1 black source, so you're set up for the rest of the game. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. Kind of nice. Oh, got a bit of a Blood Moon Insurance. Or spells free lands, like probably the best ratio. And discards. Is Detention Sphere too narrow for this deck? I think the Detention Sphere is probably just not modern power level, right? It's just too expensive for what it does. Some cards are just, you know, just too expensive. Detention Sphere costed a blue and a white. It would probably be really good and see a ton of play. But it costs a blue, white, and a colorless, so it's just unplayable. Veil would have been nice here. I could wait, but that means no binding on turn 2, so that's bad. So let's get Raugrin. So I can get basic force, have binding, and have mana to cast Nissa, even against a Blood Moon. I shock Temple Garden. Surely I'll draw another fetch land, and if I don't, it means I'm drawing all spells. Did they misclick? Might have misclicked. Felt like a misclick. They also like didn't fetch Blood Crypt. You'd think if you're on one land, you would at least fetch Blood Crypt. They also had that like misclicky timing. It was like instant. It was just their way of playing around binding. All right, let's see. Guess I'll just bounce it. Mini Omnath. Mini Omnath. Gonna get basic planes. No matter what. Should I just cycle my Triome maybe? Or get Wrenn going? All right, on the draw. Everything gets worse, so you don't like boarding out a ring. What do you cut for a ring, though? You need all your cheap removal so you don't die to a bunch of Voidwalkers and Bowmasters. I kind of want all my cards that cost under 4. Could see Reprieve being good on the draw over something. Over more expensive cards, but Nissa, no. Please stop. I can't. Always Nissa. Dude, plus it's my Blood Moon Insurance, just the best card in the matchup. Just, I can't. Name a more iconic duo. Someone's suggesting to trim Nissa in a matchup. Endurance over Tef. I mean, Blood Moon's your skin bone. That's terrible. Uncastable. Alright, Da Vinci, I'm waiting. You still haven't told me. Trim Halfling? Nah, Trim Halfling's your best card. It sure was Raveler. It's too good. Ever since they banned Fury, Halfling's actually like pretty decent. It was a liability because you could go turn on Halfling and then they could scam Fury and that felt kind of bad, but yeah, no, I mean, I think this is fine. Reprieve is a white card for Solitude. But I asked why you would cut to add the ring back in. In theory, you think ring is good because it's a good top deck and stuff, but then in practice, it's just kind of bad against Bowmaster and also, you think it's easy to cast against the Blood Moon, but I feel like in practice, it's just not how things work out, honestly. Alright, I'm just going to do the same thing. Maybe Boseiju is good. Because you want to get basic force for Nissa, and then you have Boseiju as a Blood Moon answer. Gotta land on the draw, maybe Wrenn. I mean, Wrenn against a heavy discard deck is rough too. Shoots down Ragavan. Kind of nuts to board out Wrenn against anyone who has Ragavan in their deck. I think you just keep, right? Just keep and pray. Good against turn 1 Scam. It's okay against turn 1 Ragavan. It's okay against turn 1 discards. Because they have to pick between Halfling and Wrenn. They might just take Wrenn. Like, not great hand, but I guess I'm not mulliganing. Basic planes, eh? They could be bluffing. Kind of awkward. We can fetch a Triome. Yeah. Thing is, I don't know which Triome I want to get. Just fetch, I guess. What are they going to do? They didn't have a turn 1 play, so they're going to have like turn 2 Bowmaster. I just get Breeding Pool and cast my Halfling. They kill it. They untap. Problem is, like, no Triome lets me cast a Binding on 2. So I kind of need to draw another fetch land anyways to cast my spells. If they're bluffing and they don't have a removal spell, then I cast Halfling is just so good for me. And Breeding Pool is just as good as Triome, really, kind of, right now. Breeding Pool is kind of the land I want the most. I guess there's Stomping Ground, too. Do people bluff? Why would I what, Jose? Oh, I can't fetch Stomping Ground, right? Fetching Breeding Pool's still not bad, though. They have some weird hand? Not really. I mean, sometimes they just keep, they have like, so it's kind of like their best hand. Sometimes just like the 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. Keeping Veil up doesn't make a ton of sense. As keeping Veil up is okay against Bowmaster. Not playing Halfling could be good if I draw another green source. Because I can go Veil and protect it from a push. We might as well. It's game free, right? We have plenty of time. I'm leaning towards Breeding Pool Halfling. Fetch into Triome seems pretty safe now. Safe doesn't mean much in Magic. There's, the right play and the wrong plays. The safe play is... Yeah, Indatha and Raugrin, Claudio. If I miss on lands and fetch pool, you just lose. What does keeping Veil up do? They didn't Thoughtseize, they didn't scam. I mean, maybe they're missing a scam piece and they scam me on turn 2. The reason to keep Veil up is like, yeah. Maybe the reason to not fetch, because then maybe you see what you draw and you fetch accordingly and you can cast a Wrenn. Damn, they didn't skip their second turn this time. Damn it. Well, in hindsight, should have just fetched Raugrin Triome, fetch basic forest. I have basic plains, so what do I want? Steam Vent or Stomping Ground? Second blue, second green. Second green when I have Veil makes more sense. Kind of unlucky, drew the wrong fetch. This gets both the basics I'm missing. This gets potential white source. I might want like Sacred Foundry. Hey Alex, what's up, buddy?
The genius of Gabriel Nassif.
I'm not gonna want to fetch green again anyways. Well, let's just get Flooded Strand. Yeah, they probably have Bowmaster. 1-drop, Bowmaster, Fable, Blood Moon, second Bowmaster. I mean, there's a lot of hands they can keep. Just all their spells are fine. Veil seems pretty awkward. White Leyline was great in Beans. No. Not a big Leyline fan. It's kind of nice. Could just kill Bowmaster. How much? 2 mana binding plus Veil. So they most likely don't have another Bowmaster. I mean, either way, I'm gonna play my plains. Could shoot it. Bad if they have. I mean, if they have Scam Spell, I can bind. Kind of like keeping my Wrenn around with all the removal I hand. What's in their hands? Removal? Not dead after all type of cards. Shelly. What's left? Second, you think they would sandbag it that way? Seems unlikely. Maybe a Grave, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to sideboard. That's one of my leak. I don't go and look up like, I mean, I think about it obviously, but I don't actually go and look up how people sideboard in different matchups and stuff. I mean, I guess everyone sideboards a bit differently too. First, Shelly. Shelly's not the end of the world. Grief's not the end of the world. Fable would be good for them. Alright, hopefully it's just Shelly or Grief and not something weird. Just ping Grief twice. Right, it'll be on 2, down to 1. Seems fine. I did consider cutting a Wrenn after one turn when I played. I felt like every match I kept going like Wrenn minus, just using Wrenn as like pings, and I was like, maybe I should just play a Fire Ice over to force Wrenn or something, but then I was like, eh. Just bind again. Me and Wrenn. Alan's better for Tef, Force is better for like everything else kind of. I think this is fine. Smells like a bonus right now. I think they're just like a little flooded, maybe kind of an awkward hand was not dead after all. Kairon's gonna sting a bit. Then I have ending now for Shield Reds. I mean, there's not really much to think of, right? It's not especially close. I was watching Spike play the other day, and he was like, every time you attack with Solitude, you cast every time you attack with Solitude, you cast a Lightning Helix. He was just loving it. Never seen anyone so happy to attack with a Solitude. Yeah. It's kind of nice when they don't have it all, right? In their case, like, don't have anything really. Not even a value land.
Easiest money of my life!
Hyper Jummy for the win. No, they probably have Fatal Push. Oh, they didn't push it. Let's trigger on the stack. That looks like we win. Well, that was easy. Bill was good this game. This hand's could be a keep. Let's see what food is playing, or read there on their deck choice. Rakdos mid in Pioneer, Rakdos mid in Standard. No Modern though. I'm gonna assume they're playing Scam. And this hand's fine against Scam. I mean, why not try say, right? Why not play one league with 4 or play 4 Boom Bust until I get paired against the big mana decks and actually see if the card's any good? It might just be great. What database you lock? So what you do is you go in Google, you type your opponent's name, and then you tap MTGO. And usually the first thing that comes up is their goldfish. They're like, I'll show you. That's what comes up. If you type this in Google. That's for me anyways. Let's see. I've heard of Discords where people track what everyone knows for events, yeah. You can do that too. I'm assuming it's Solitude pitching Solitude. We'll have the best breakers. That's a good sign. Even if it's just the two of us, at least it means might as well. Was their hand? They could have let Thoughtseize into Thoughtseize Ragavan. Might not even get Triome here. My binding will never cost 1 mana. But drawing a Triome could be game winning. Could just get Steam Vents, Forest Plains. Kind of like it. When they play a main deck Blood Moon effect, is it usually Blood Moon or Magus of the Moon? Because they have 1 or 0 usually. Assuming it'd be more Blood Moon than Magus in the main, that would make more sense, but it's like more resilient. 1 Magus, 0 Blood Moon. Magus lately. Alright, let's not be too cautious then and play Stomping Grounds. Because I could have just played Fetch in case they play a Blood Moon. I mean, if they go Fetch Blood Moon, oh well, the one of, you know, maybe. So be it. Okay. Alright, the reason not to bolt would be if I draw Teferi. Or Teferi, I can Teferi plus. It's not great, but bolt it now. I do play Molten Collapse now, but Molten Collapse is going to be pretty good against me. Right on time. Bowmaster, Je Ping Jamas. Roxa the Goat. Do you kill Fable? Or do you play the lands? They don't have second red yet. No basic mountain. They can get Blood Crypt. Land for ring? Yeah, I think land's got to be better, right? Minus first kind of bad if they draw a red source and bring back Roxa. Alright, that's scary because that's potential combo. Enough protection from discard spells. Does that make sense what I just did? Bouncing that? Kind of does now. So if I play One Ring, they can play Voidwalker, copy it, shoot my Teferi. Alright, let's just hope they don't draw on tap red. If they do, I mean, this is just. Do I want to get Reflection? Or do I want to get Voidwalker? Find the Reflection now? What about binding the Voidwalker? I'm going to cash in my Teferi next turn. And I'd rather bounce Voidwalker than Reflection, probably. Alright, let's... I like it. Let's do Reflection now. How many rounds? 8. That'd be good. Unless I like 16 draw steps. Oh, and there's still not drawing land for Croxa. Alright, let's see if opponent wants to play for time here. How much mana do I want? 5?
From the ghastly Eyrie, I can see to the ends of the world, and from this vantage point, I declare with utter certainty that this one is in the bag.
Black Triome and untapped white. Hey, I could have gone into Black Triome. Hey, I could have done better. Do I even have a land left to fetch? Hey, Jair Zira. What's up, buddy? Hello from France. Alright. They say get me out of here. So what we say, 2 Veil or Ring Reprieve. Hey, appreciate that. Glad you can catch the stream. Perfect hand to agonize onto what land to fetch on turn 1. Nah, just basic forest probably. The anti-Ragavan hand. There's 8 rounds today, just barely 8 rounds. There was 135, and it goes up to 8 at 128, I think. Or 124, 8, 50, 56. Anyway, 64, 128, yeah. Not the most impressive halfling hand, but it's... I was gonna say it's nice that they don't have, like, a card advantage way to kill it, but never mind, they have Bone Crusher. Wrenn and GG. Maybe I'll have to say something next time Mangu says Wrenn is not a modern playable card. I need to send him a link to this VOD. And be like, Mangu Piano, you need to be reasonable. Shout out to Mangu and his podcast, The Carnies. Him, Javier Dominguez, the champ, and Anthony Lee have a podcast. And unlike us, they actually kind of show up on time. Just let them have the fable for now. Do halfling ending. Yeah, I like it, I think. Then she sets me up for Omnath. I mean, it's kind of wishful thinking, I guess. I think they're gonna let me have Omnath next turn, but maybe they'll let me have Solitude. Thalai is the goat. That's good for me. That's not as good, but honestly, could have been worse. Probably just Solitude, right? What do we feel about a little main phase Solitude here? Why would that be bad? Ending plus fire? Anything I would ice. I think Solitude makes sense here. Might want to cantrip that. I might want to cantrip that fire ice, honestly, depending on what happened. I don't know. This feels good. I need to be a little careful of not running into not dead after all kind of cards. Wrenn and Six soloed. Oh yeah. You think it's gonna solo the actual yeah. Alright, I think the line is tank, tank, tank. Tank, tank, tank. I think it's like Shock's Team Vance. Get back a fetch. And then upkeep ice and no attacks to block dash Ragavan. Oh wow, they didn't Bowmaster in response to me drawing. Oh, I totally forgot about Bowmaster. Oh, that was awful. Well, not awful, but it was bad. Yikes. Because I didn't even care about any of their 4-drops, right? Shield Red or... Oh, that was so bad. Oh, I didn't get punished, though. Well, good. Oh, yes, I'm getting full punish. I didn't have to ice. I don't know why I iced. I keep fetching. I have Breeding Pool left and two, Alright, halflings. Your job to hold the fort. They're down to 1 card and a draw step. Game would probably be over if I hadn't spewed my fire ice there. Wrenn and Six, what a card. Valve might ask me for a scoop too, which I don't know what I should do about. I'm just gonna play. Belfie is a nice guy though. Maybe I'll scoop. You gonna scoop me in? I played you in Philly. If it's a good matchup, I should probably scoop, right? Play for the stream? Let's play for now. Let's play for now. I might scoop. This way, he likes like the weird version of Living In was Endurance main deck and Bone Crusher main deck and stuff, which I'm not sure it's that great for me, the Bone Crusher main. Oh, Footfalls. I mean, I've been farming Rhinos, but I also feel like it shouldn't be the easiest matchup ever. Let's play Alice. It's more fun. And then I'll scoop. Why would you scoop? If it's a good matchup, I think it's a good matchup for me. I'd rather him make top 8 than a random deck. I wouldn't scoop to Living In, really? I think I'd rather play against Living In than Rhinos, maybe. Alright, Fire Ice time to shine. Reprieve would be good was the specific hand. I'd be pretty happy to have a Reprieve in hand. But it's more I'm playing that card over a second Bolt, maybe, for these specific scenarios against Cascade decks. Hope to like slow them down a turn and then resolve it to Teferi, for instance. That's the logic. But he has his own Fire Ice. These cards are not the worst. You trade down on cards, but it's not the worst plan, especially with drawing a bunch of cards into one ring. Oh, that was a draw. If he knows my exact list, I guess he could think I have Binding, actually, right? That makes sense. Just having Binding here. You gotta love it when the deck building choice actually pays off. You like eyes them on free, and then you have the one Reprieve for Rhino. What's up, Naughty? Welcome back.
Listen, we're talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We're talking about practice.
I'm firing on all cylinders here. Looks like I should be good. Now you understand I have to go 7-0 is 4 color. I just play good card, just play a good list. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that my list is just great. Attacking Wrenn of all things? Alright, well, I'll lose my Nissa to Dead Gone. Nissa still has work to do. Is this my list? Yeah. My finely tuned list. Alright, Outburst. I think he should have just attacked me, maybe. 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. White, blue, red. Where's Hyper? Hyper Jump eluding me. Does Solitude double removal? Or one ring double removal? I think Solitude's better long run. Like in one ring triple removal. Having a Solitude in play is nice. Yeah. Solitude could run into Subtlety though. I think this is fine. I think either way is fine. I guess Force is slightly more likely than Subtlety. But this is higher upside, I think. Just sets me up better for the rest of the game. Hey, Rockets. I'd add the Force too. What they pitch? Skill disputes. You guys thought Omnath would have been a trap. I don't have dispute in my main deck, but I don't mind it. Now you don't attack Wrenn at all? One Rhino Wrenn, two on me. It does block Chalice, right? Alone. Market double block, force some removal. And then I get to go Nissa something again. DR Clutch. Dr. Clutch, maybe? DR Clutch, thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate it. Just Agent? Oh, when am I going to start blocking? Could have another Outburst. Other Outburst is brutal for me. I think I should block, maybe double block the Rhino that's coming at me. I could do Solitude on Agent. That's kind of... That's not a bad block, actually. If they have Outburst. Double block Agent. Well, I don't want to give them the choice. Or for the lifelink. Actually, that's kind of a good block too. No, it's kind of giving them the choice. Worse than just solo blocking with Solitude. Nice not having to spend mana on a Nissa. To spend 2 Footfalls. I knew one of their card was Footfalls still, right, from the Reprieve. They're just letting me know. They're just letting me know shields are down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I think maybe suspending the second Footfall is minus CV. Just because, I mean, I guess I would have played the turn the same, so maybe their play was good. All right, Belfi is a known Bone Crusher enjoyer, so you never know. This attack was free. Oh yeah, whatever. Their life doesn't matter. Also, they could have, I guess, they have Bone Crusher. Maybe I wanna. I mean, I guess I should probably scoop, right? I keep beating Rhinos. We'll see. We'll see the sideboard. We'll see what this. Keep beating Rhinos, but I want to play more reps too. I mean, here to practice, so happy to get more reps in this matchup. feel like my Magic Online's lagging a bit. Do you get play draw trust as higher seed? No. Or else I would probably not scoop. Probably more important to always have play draw than have good match. Asks me for a concession but doesn't scoop when they're dead on boards. Weird. I feel like that's a little at odds, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's two different things. It was also like 2 more seconds. I love Twitch chat. 666, especially when people use their subprime, their Twitch Prime to support my channel. Because you know someone has Twitch Prime, hasn't used it. It's literally 3 clicks. Don't be a dirty hoarder. Don't be a dirty Twitch Prime hoarder. Gotta shame. It's the new tech. It's very efficient. I just shame people into subbing with Twitch Prime. Alright, so Chalice in, Reprieve, that stuff. That stuff. And then there we go. Javelin. Shame on you. So what did we say? We said 2 bindings and 2 solitudes. Solitude can get bail you out against Magus, but binding is better. 61. And then Bolt can go. May cut a Wrenn. May cut a Wrenn for Boseiju. Cavalin, thank you so much for your Prime sub. Appreciate it. Bolt is like Wrenn plus Bolt kills Rhino. That's not nothing. Also killing the Chalice sometimes good. Yeah, cut Nissa. Fire Eye's better than Binding. Yeah, Fire Eye's really good. It kills Magus of the Moon and it slows down their turn free Cascade spell. I like it. Endurance against... No, not against that deck. Plus it's bad against Magus and bad against Rhinos.
Yellow hat arrived.
Wait, what, 60? Oh, I got a visual bug again? Oh, hopefully I got sideboard. Unsanitary Pigs. Thank you so much for the resub. Appreciate it. Alright, Moment of Truth. Alright, I got the sideboarding in. So I have no bindings and 3 solitudes. Not sure that's what I was going for, but I think they're going to play bad on purpose. Because I said I'd... Am I allowed to win? Alright, no Bone Crusher, please. Please, Belfie, don't crush my poor bones. Bones confirmed, not crushed. Commandeer? Again? Yo, Kanexai. Just a subtlety. Okay. Subtlety with Scorn. They brought in Scorn in this matchup. I'm not sure I'm a fan. It's too slow to get like... Yeah, I don't get Scorn in this matchup, really. Depends what you board at. Did you tell them I'd concede? I said, let's play for now, I might scoop. I'll probably scoop. It's like, it might not be the greatest matchup, but it's not a call me a terrible matchup, and dinner is here. Okay. Well, it is pretty good. Yeah, it's good. We tried these plan-based or whatever chicken fried chicken kind of like chicken parmigiano, but it was like fake chicken. Pretty good. The blanket or snuggie? Neither. It's my wizard's robe. Titan. Yeah, I think it's made out of like chickpea probably. But something like that. Veil? Good shock Stomping Ground. What am I gonna veil? Brazen Bar, exactly. Flame doesn't work, right? I mean, I guess they could go Mutavault. They would have to go exactly Mutavault Flame. Kill Halfling, draw 2. Alright. I guess I'll just shock. Fire, Veil doesn't work against fire, unfortunately. Could have Brazen Boar, I doubt it. I'm not sure he would play it if he had it now. What would be good here? Questing Beast. Questing Beast would be the goat. Is that even good? Only good if I refresh land. Maybe you just cast Omnath? I want to Veil mana up. What's more important, Veil mana up for Flame? How did he get rid of it? Dead Gone? I don't care. If they have to spend their next turn Dead Gunning my Omnath, or they could have Dismember too. I probably would have played Dismember earlier. Same for Dead Gun actually. Could draw it though. They could have Ice. They could try to tap my Omnath. Alright, I can just cycle. Trillion mana. A great mana tapping by me. I mean, I'm not even sure what mana I was supposed to keep up, to be fair. Should I Boseiju Fiery Islets? Is there something better to Boseiju? Maybe a Mutavault? This stack was Omnath. Making everyone wait? I mean, we have to wait for everyone to finish anyways. Alright, I actually did get rid of the Teferi. Game feels over. Yeah, I agree. It'd be even better if I had blue mana up here. I'm enjoying it. You don't like it? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Sounds like Liz was not a fan of the fake chicken. Oh no, they waited on my turn. Which makes sense. It's only worse against... Let's see if I can win the quarterfinals. I think I've lost the quarters a lot lately. It's maybe. Solitude, just a free 4. Because it's better blocker. Can Canister make it? I fight for Canister? Canister has way worse tiebreakers than Belfi anyways. So I'm like potentially screwing these guys over. Well, I don't know. Oh, Milan, I mean, I kind of know, but not really. I don't know, potentially screen count. I'm still gonna scoop because I like it when people scoop to me, I guess, if I was reversed, but I don't know. Just he is a nice guy. And it is probably a decent matchup. No mercy, we came to crush. Oh, that's fine. I don't know how to concede match. How do you feel versus coffers? I haven't played the matchup. I do have these boom busts I've been itching to cast. Right click concede, there's no options. Maybe like if I go here, no, it's just drop. On Omnath XO. Gotta click the X in the game window, top right match. 7-0 drop. Might concede because I'm guaranteed top 8, and this way he makes top 8, and it's probably a good matchup for me. I think I'd rather play against Rhinos at this point than Scam. Maybe even than Yogg, I'm not sure. Hey, you're welcome. Why don't you submit sideboard so I can concede and we can move on? Hey, Pat, no. I have not. But next time I'm going to be playing 4. Because I've decided Endurance is useless. And this way maybe I will get to cast it one day. And that is a good time. The Crazy Sea Man. Okay. It's going to be interesting because I feel like I know literally nothing about you. Unless Crazy Sea Man? Unless you're literally someone I know. Alright, Chad, they redeemed 1-800-GAS, so we're gonna get on the Discord call was the Crazy Sea Man. Maybe, I don't know, what's your name on Discord? Sorry, mistake, I'm not even on the Discord. I mean, you don't have to, okay. Well, can one of my mods give back Crazy Sea Man their channel points? Let's see what my hand would have looked like. Probably a keep, right? Chalice was veiled to protect it. How many outs do I have? Alright, I think I'm supposed to keep. Hey! I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest to ever do it. The fetch land was a good draw. I will say that. I kept 4. Would you have kept? I think I have to keep Forest, double halfling, no fetch lands. Might not even be good enough. I was thinking like Teferi was an okay draw. Fetch lands obviously great. And at 2 turns. Is it better to get Triome? I can't go ring plus binding next turn anyways. I might just be dead. It's probably good if I run Omnath. Maybe if I run Nissa. Alright, do they have it all? They didn't copy Amulet. How come? They just have the One Ring? Can live with that. Why not Foundry? I'll give you a little hint. So I can get Steam Vents, I can go Teferi plus Binding. I can bounce the One Ring and then bind Amulets. I don't hate that. I can bounce the ring, bind Amulets. I can do the other way around. They probably don't have a second Amulet, but they could have a second ring. What if I bounce Amulets? You can go Amulets, copy it, and then the bounce land's only 5 mana. You like bounce ring? I think I like bounce ring too. I think I'm gonna fetch first just to fin. You want me to hold? Well, what if they just go bounce slam Titan? Kind of sucks, no? Like, is Titan that big of a deal? What do they even get? I guess you can get like Boseiju bounce lands. If they have the reads. Double Saga. Yes, Double Saga might just beat me at this point. Ring is gonna be a deterministic problem. Is it? Is it though? I'm gonna start doing Nissa plus ring. I don't know. That's gonna get rid of amulets. Maybe it's bad. I had a kind of game where Boom Bust would probably be pretty good, right? Like next turn I just untap, Boom Bust, and have Wrenn and Six. And last round of so it's not stop 8. Binding Amulet not looking super great here, but one, two, three, four. Could get tap lands. What am I gonna play? Play either ending. Probably gonna play my own ring. Because I want to keep the white cards. Unless I hit a Omnath. And then maybe I get rid of their ring first. Whatever, I'll get on tap land for now. Blue, red, white, float a green. Get another Nissa anyways. I think I'll play my ring first. I have like ending for 1. I'm not sure if that ever matters. Exile ring. Isn't it better to get my ring going? Wrenn, yeah. Dude, I just can't. Yeah, Wrenn's not a modern playable card. Wrenn's not good in this deck. I need to keep up the pace though, I'm already... Dude, they're not gonna try and copy Amulet, right? Is that a bait? I do bait. They have the One Ring, but I don't care. Or maybe they just forgot about Teferi. I mean, they wouldn't like use a Boseiju for that. It was baiting, right? Well, that was good for me. That was a little tempo. So, I think we might be getting to a point where just I get to cast all the Solitudes in my deck and... Oh. That's probably mid. Probably better to draw first in case I naturally draw Omnath. In case I naturally draw 2 fetch lands. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. Another Solitude. They can start making tokens and get an amulet so they can cast some Titans. About Saga or Ring, I don't know. Do I even do it? I have Teferi on free. I guess I have Wrenn. I just need to not die. Maybe just bounce Saga. Oh, when I tap my mana, I can't hardcast a Solitude. I'm literally the worst. Alright, let's play that. Kind of about bouncing that Saga, I think. Could backfire horrendously. Yeah, I don't know if I played that turn the best. Oh, that was a cool draw. Yeah, too bad I still tapped my mana like garbage. A little late to the party, but I guess I'll cast it anyways. Yeah, that was... I don't know why I didn't keep... Well, whatever, it's fine. Too late now. I was thinking I need the halflings to chum block stuff, maybe, but that's just not true. It might be hard for them to haste 2 Titans, though, this turn. And I get to untap with a lot. Yeah, I don't know, man, Canister. Don't ask. I was still thinking about construct tokens and stuff. Now I just lose. Probably. Deads, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of spewy. Wow, all I had to do was stab these halflings. I don't know, maybe they can't win. Cope. Maybe if I had a second white card, I'd have won too. So we can double haste Titans now? Colossus? Oh man, I'm freaking so stupid. Just had one more turn of like properly floating and tapping mana. I think I fetched that tap too, that Foundry. It's fine. You know what? We get max value out of our boom bust after sideboard now. That's all that matters. Should I just F6? Can my Solitude still do something good? Free matchup called? Who said it was free? Who said it was free? Then F6 and then undo. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'm not very good at undoing. Free haste Titans. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I don't know what's fastest. F6 into F3. Isn't it F6 into F5? Maybe I have it on F5, but it's originally F3. Oops, forgot to unmute. Nah, I'm still muted. Liz was talking to me. Now maybe it's just faster for them to do that. I mean, they just had trample haste, right? This thing has, they all have trample, right? I don't know. Yeah, they all have trample. They had 16, 30 points of trample damage. I think it was probably kind of funny, you know. Yeah, we don't get to double block. Okay, so what comes in? Reprieve, Tidebinder, 2 Boom Bust. Force of Vigor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the first Chalice. Fire Ice kind of weak. Bold pretty bad. The removal is nice. Spear's probably not the worst. Teferi is mid. Teferi's... There's like a million cards that are worse than Teferi. Like a million. Where? I think Solitude is worse. I think Solitude is just not that good. Solitude is worse. Third Omnath is worse. I kind of like Teferi. It does so much. So, like, it's so good with Halfling. You just underestimate, you're a Halfling deck, and you're playing a matchup where they... I mean, they might have Dismember, but... -1 Nissa? Nah, Nissa Boom Busts my combo to Armageddon fast. The first Chalice is probably good, right? That Boom Bust kind of beats back unless they kill you. How many Solitudes is the question? I could see all Omnath. I could see 2 Nissa. That makes me kind of sad. Alright, I'll cut it to Teferi. Teferi or third Omnath? Third Teferi or third Omnath? Fine, I'll listen to chat. When have you stirred me wrong? Ever. Never, right? Nissa? I can't. I just can't. I'm gonna start banning people who suggest cutting Nissa in any matchup ever. Oh man. Where's my Wrenn and Six? Dude, are you serious? Alright, let's see. Wrenn is just GG if I draw a Wrenn. 4 Wrenn. Bunch of lands. I mean, second ring's kind of a mall, and second Boom Bust, second Boom Bust, that's probably a mall. Oh, this is a mall. And it's perfect. Classic Wrenn and Six. Dude, I don't even need to keep the second land, right? Greed? You could have Dismember, and then I just lose the game. Or you could have turn on Boseiju. You gotta be such a coward to keep a fetch land here, right? Put back a land, just keep 1 land canister. I gotta still draw a land, right? Did I keep the wrong fetch land? Because there's no really wrong fetch land. I think I'll get Stomping Ground. Just in case they kill my... No, I guess if they... I don't know, what's more likely, Dismember or Bojuka Bug? Temple Garden's better if... Well, I gave them white mana. GG. You know what to do, chat. Cue the Hakuna Matata song. It means no worries till the end of your days. My mana problem free.
This song will drive you mad.
Philosophy.
This song will drive you mad. Pay 5 for active treason. Well, that might sound pretty bad.
Oh, defense grid. You are truly heinous.
The genius of Gabriel Nassif.
Wouldn't mind drawing a cycling land. Maybe I'll just go for the... Let's do that for now.
Monkey says, what's Nassif's win condition?
You, my friend, must not know what Yellow Hat very well. This is not a guy who brings win conditions.
What's better, One Ring first or ending Reprieve mana when they have Saga? Probably just a One Ring right away. Alright, opponent's gaming. Opponent kind of has it too. Well, that sucked. That was like 5 of my 6 draw steps. I guess One Ring was pretty good. Let's see. I can end Defense Grid and then have Reprieve. Does have a lot of amulets. Can float, copy one, get one. Needs another bounce land too. I don't have Bezuva. What if I kill the amulet? I'm Lou. What if I kill the Dryad? Yeah. Unfortunate. And the amulet? No, I'm one short. I'm one short. I mean, they could not have it. They could just have like a One Ring or something. That's good for me. They didn't start by copying. That's bad, really? Isn't that really good for me? Isn't that like my one chance? I'm just gonna draw Boom Bust. I'm gonna draw Boom Bust and Armageddon them, just like we drew it. Yeah, I should be dead, right? If they had just copied Amulet. It should have been GG. Yeah, maybe they were playing around Solitude, binding stuff. They don't know. They don't know what I have. Well, because it could be ghosting, but I guess they passed the they passed the ghost check, yeah. I was thinking about that actually, if like they might not play that way because of thingy. So they do have to pay for Pact. And I draw a million cards of the One Ring. How much do I care about my Wrenn? Oh, no, they get to play Titan again? Anyways? Okay, well, I guess. And I'm dead too? I'm probably dead, right? Maybe not. Maybe they don't get to 6. I'd have another Titan in hand. Guess I have another Titan or another Pact in hand. I guess they had it all. Well, I guess I know which matchup I need a little help was. Because my draw was pretty good. My draw was pretty good and I still lost. To be fair, I don't know if that's any of the cards I would be cutting.
Not like this. Not like this.
Maybe Reprieve not very good. Elash, I mean, yeah, maybe it can kill you before Elash. I kind of suck.
Idiot players call races with Queen 10. They don't even know how to spell.
Especially the game on mistake. The game on mistake feels bad. I always lose in the quarter. I've lost like my last, I don't know. Just stupid mistake. Titan's so dumb. I mean, they don't always draw like that. My opponent just got some really good draws. Chalice. I mean, it's not because of Chalice I lost. I lost because I mulliganed 5 and drew like a bunch of lands. That was the best small to 5 though. It just had like a perfect, close to perfect mulligan 6-card hand. I imagine this is a really bad matchup for Omnath. Dude, I can't. What a drooler. I literally should have won game 1 and now they just had the nuts when I drew like all lands and I think it's a bad matchup for Omnath. This is a bad matchup indeed. Anyone who says it's a bad matchup, I'll literally play you for thousands of dollars right now. It's all access to. You have the cards. You have no excuse. It's pretty bad. Okay, you want to play canister? Put some money on the line? I'm too tired. I'll probably play awful again.
Easiest money of my life!
Am I dead yet? Alright, GG's. Dude, it was there too. Tough card. Go to 1. I will say that was my hands when I had the 2 boom busts. I just didn't have the mana, right? My hand was like fetch Boseiju, 2 boom busts. Maybe that hand was fine. No, I had like 2 rings. If boom bust would have been more Boseijus, I guess I would have won. My hand had been like a fetch and 3 Boseijus. Maybe I keep. Fetch, Boseiju, 2 rings, 2 boom bust, and a prismatic.